Hello again, everybody. This is John and Glenn with BestPriceNutrition.com. Today we're going to review the MusclePharm Combat Powder. We get a lot of requests on it actually because MusclePharm has become pretty popular over the last, I'd say, year and a half. So protein powder, Glenn, let's just run through the calories, real quick breakdown on it, and let's just give our take on it.
Yeah, I've got, I'm just noticing there's different calorie counts for different flavors.
Yeah, they get some unique flavors like
s'mores and
banana.
Chocolate, banana. So this particular one, 150 calories, 2 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of protein.
And they're all going to be within that range, give or take a little bit on the carbs and fat. And typically, you know, the ones that add a little fat tends to add to the flavor a little bit, where you can mix it in water. It kind of gives it that creamy, rich taste as if it was mixed in milk. And some of the carbohydrates are going to be in there too, just because of the, they're using a whey concentrate, for instance. There's going to be a little bit of lactose left over in it. Not the end of the world. They do put lactase in here if you are lactose intolerant. Not sure if that's underdosed because we don't know exactly how much of the digestive enzyme blend is in there. So if you're lactose intolerant, you might want to have a sample of it before trying it. That's one of the questions we get. And also maybe consider a probiotic because your lactobacillus species will actually aid in breaking down lactose, so it might be a sign that your gut flora is off a little bit too. So what about the protein blend itself?
Okay, it starts with a microfiltered whey protein blend. Whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, whey protein hydrolysate. So it starts with whey and then move on to micellar casein, egg white protein, and then there's a bunch of individual amino acids added.
Which I never understand why.
Yeah, glutamine, leucine, valine, isoleucine. You already got a protein powder that contains all these amino acids, and they're adding some of these extra amino acids.
I think it's window dressing on the labels, just based on the feedback and questions we get from people. I think the thought is if they get more of those, it's better. But the reality is it's like priming a pump without the rest of the fuel sometimes. If you're just adding in a bunch of BCAAs and glutamine on top of your protein without the other essential amino acids, it's rate limiting. You can't build muscle with that. So, and whey and casein are both very rich sources of BCAAs. I believe 22 and 25% respectively, somewhere in there. So micellar casein.
Glutamine's, the most abundant amino acid. So
yeah.
It's in here already.
Yeah. So we have a video and details on BCAAs and glutamine if you want to know what role they can or cannot play, or whether you should or should not bother taking them. So bottom line is it's a blended protein. It's going to be a little bit filling because of the casein in there. Typically we recommend when people are dieting, they're on a hypocaloric diet, definitely to include some casein protein there because it helps you make you feel a little more full. Whey protein's great, especially when you can get it in a microfiltered or cross-flow microfiltered whey protein isolate. Even concentrate's fine in the sense that you're going to have a lot of the microfractions that make whey protein what it is in terms of immuno enhancement and things like that. I mean, it's basically a superfood. If you look up whey protein, there's a lot of really beneficial effects. When they hydrolyze it though, not a big fan of that. We've covered that recently. That kind of ruins some of what makes whey great. Egg protein, touch on that?
Yeah, egg protein is just another source of proteins, highly bioavailable to the body. Another option for somebody who maybe can't handle whey protein because of, like John mentioned, the issue with the imbalance in the flora in your gut. Because
of the lactose. But if you got yourself a pure whey protein isolate, it wouldn't be a concern because the lactose is out of there.
And then the last one, just the amino acids.
And the micellar casein. So they're using high quality casein. It's not a caseinate or anything like that. So that's always good. Good to see. So bottom line, when you think about a blended protein, is number one, consider the calories. It's not a ton of calories, but if you're on some really strict hypocaloric diet, make sure you consider that as it fits into your macronutrient goals. And then you're going to get a variety of amino acids when you're using different protein sources. What we mean by that is obviously all of these are going to have all 20 amino acids. It's just they're going to have them in different ratios. So sometimes getting a blend gives you a little diversity in your amino acid source. In terms of sweeteners, this is sweetened with sucralose and ACE-K. So artificial sweeteners, which is fine. Other people have opinions where they want to take natural sweeteners, which is okay. So that's out there too. Feedback and taste. You've tasted 2 of the flavors.
I've had a chocolate and just a vanilla, and they're both good. Again, like John said, it's a creamier shake.
Would you compare them to?
Sort of along the lines of other blended proteins.
Myofusion, Synthesis. Maybe not quite as thick as Synthesis.
Not quite as thick as Synthesis.
But
yeah, Synthesis has a higher calorie count, higher carbs and fat too.
Yeah. So that's a breakdown on it. If you guys have other questions, we're happy to answer them. Please post them in the comments section of the video or blog. We're happy to answer. Also check us out at facebook.com/BestPriceNutrition, and we appreciate you watching. Thank you.